So, what is seeking? That nagging feeling, that thought, I need to get something, or I need to go somewhere, or there's something to do here. But what is seeking really? And why do we do it? Where are we going? Is there something to find? Really? On the spiritual journey, it seems like we're looking for something somewhere, right? Does it ever end? Let's just try a little inquiry together. All right. Take a look at your thoughts. What is a thought? Can you answer the question without using a thought? Because if you answer the question using a thought, that's just tautological, right? That's just saying what something means by restating it. So, what is a thought? All right, we have to use some words to try and answer. But whatever words we use won't be the answer that we're looking for because it's just going to be more thoughts. So, thoughts come and go, right? A thought arises and then it vanishes. And maybe, sure, another thought arises after that and then it vanishes. Thought, vanish, thought, vanish, thought, vanish, thought, vanish. So if we define a thought at any given moment, and then the next thought just arises in the next moment, what then? What have we really defined? What have we really captured? If it's all just transient, what have we really captured? All right, now let's switch our inquiry to something else. Seeking, back to seeking. What is it that you're seeking? Can you answer that without using a thought? Without using language, which is kind of like a thought, right? Without using definitions? What is it that you're seeking? Well, if you're seeking something in particular, it sounds like you're trying to find something which is not transient. You're trying to define something which is not transient, which does not arise and then disappear, right? Whatever it is you're looking for, you want to actually find it, right? So, and once you found it, you want to keep it, right? So, whatever you're looking for, it can't be transient. So, it can't be like a thought, it can't arise and disappear. But but how then will you know when you found it? If you will you say, "Aha, I found it. I found what I'm looking for. I found what I've been seeking on the spiritual path." And if you do say that, won't that just be a thought that comes and goes? So, what's next? What's next? What's behind a thought? What's other than a thought? We're seeking something other than a thought, right? Because thoughts aren't fixed. And we want something we can grab onto. So, what is fixed? Try and tell me what's fixed without using definitions. I would suggest you can't. You can't because there is no thing which is fixed. Things are not fixed, right? People, places, objects come and go, just like thoughts. They have the same nature, in other words. Like a dream. An entire dream happens, and in the dream there are people, places, and objects. But when the dream ends, where is it? It comes and goes just like a thought. But there is something which doesn't come or go, but that's saying too much about it. Some people might call it awareness, presence, vastness, infinity, God, source, soul, higher self. These are all just words, right? These are all just thoughts. These are all just definitions that come and go. Sometimes they appear when you say them, when you think them, when you believe them, and sometimes they're not present at all. But there is something which is, which neither comes nor goes. I'm going to suggest, in a sense, that's what you're seeking, but you can never get it because as soon as you think you got it, now you're just thinking, and thoughts come and go. The dreamer of the dream, so to speak, is what I'm talking about. But the dreamer of the dream isn't a who, because a who is a thought. So what are you? What if the dream continues when you wake up in the morning? And sometimes you think of you, and sometimes you don't. Or rather, sometimes thoughts of you appear, and sometimes they don't. Just like in a dream.